we're making, we got men making adult decisions in a broken economy, and they're saying, well, why would I go broke trying to prove that I'm a man's man when I can just stay home, stack my money up, and build a foundation? So I think that the economy is having a lot to do with what we're seeing right now.
I agree with you to a certain degree. I also see that there's so many other dynamics that could possibly change with dating and things of that nature. But Tira, I'm gonna kind of bounce off of Joe with your question. So, do you really think that this trend is more about culture or economics?
I think it's more about culture. I mean, I think it's all. I'm sorry. I think it's about both, but I think it's about economics primarily. Like we all know, eggs is $20. Life is hard, and we don't know with a lot of things going on with the government. We're in the middle of a shutdown, and we don't know what that means, right? We know that there's this man trying to do something with the country, and we don't quite know what that is, but there's a lot of people suffering. So I just want to give that grace, and I say I understand. But I do think that it will have an effect on the way our boys are able to have a relationship. I mean, I don't know why the approach would be to go back home as opposed to maybe like not getting a wife, because that might not be the answer, but instead like looking to cleave to somebody outside of like your mama. Like, I think that's a little weird. Like, if you're grown, you're a 30, 40-year-old man, and you say like, I'm gonna go home, like of all the things that you can do, it just feels like, I don't know, like I don't know, I think you're just too old. I think you're too old for that. I think
But
you're too old for that.
here's the thing. I think as families go, we all leave the door open to, if there's any tough times for our children, they should know that they can come home.
That's
My
true.
son
That's true.
always knew, regardless that he wanted to be out on his own because he wanted his own rules outside of mama. We
That's
have that
true.
understanding that, listen, son, if you have to come home, you've got a room, you've got
That's
a
true.
place to be. And I think a lot of this is now showing like this is a kind of a blurred line of what we're seeing. But Joe, I want to come back to you. I know, ladies, I have you too, but Joe here is our therapist, and you talked about the economic part of it, but what do you think about the cultural part of it?
Yeah, I think the cultural side is just as important. I think that's important to say. So we've raised generations of men, right, to equate their manhood with independence. You must get out, you must get your own, and you can't look back. So when that young man moves back home, it feels like a piece of his identity is gone. It's a loss. So culturally, men are fighting like two different messages. It's one that says be smart with your money, and the other one says you're not a real man unless you're on your own. So there's creating shame, and then shame kills motivation. So people aren't motivated to do the things that they need to do in order to gain their independence. So they're going hand in hand and working together. And it's recognizing that, especially in Black families, this communal type living has always been kind of part of the survival, and in brown families too. It's part of the survival. It's part of the connection.